We are live from our studios here at North Industrial Area. Hello, good evening, and welcome to News Hour. Let's now take a look at our top stories this evening. And now the National Democratic Congress NDC protests against the Electoral Commission over alleged voter register. In other matters tonight, Deputy Energy Minister targets 80% votes for the new Patriotic Party NPP ahead of the December 7th elections. In some health matters, Edutor Health Center calls for a facelift of its facility in the South Tongue District. In business tonight, entrepreneur calls on government to prioritize support for startups and small businesses in Ghana. Crossing our borders elsewhere, days after a second assassination of Donald Trump, suspects have been charged by federal court with gun crimes. Stay with me for details of these plus other stories coming up in the next 60 minutes. My name is Akledo. So remember, you can also join us live on Facebook at TV Africa Ghana. Let's now begin the first story where, in a critical step towards addressing the challenges and opportunities in plastic waste management and transitioning to a circular economy, the ECOWAS Commission, in collaboration with the WAMO Commission and supported by the World Bank and its consulting partners, has organized a two-day workshop to develop the West Africa Regional Action Plan on Plastic Waste Management and Circular Economy.
Pollution poses a severe environmental challenge globally and particularly in West Africa, exacerbated by rising urbanization, population growth, and economic development. Despite having a lower per capita plastic waste generation compared to more developed regions, West Africa contributes significantly to ocean plastic pollution, projected to become the largest source of mismanaged plastic waste globally by 2060. Addressing this issue is complicated by inadequate policy frameworks, lack of infrastructure, insufficient financial resources, and poor enforcement of existing regulations. Regional collaborative efforts led by WAMO and ECOWAS aim to mitigate these challenges through the formulation of a comprehensive West Africa Regional Action Plan on plastic management and circular economy. The plan is intended to enhance the capacity of member states to manage plastic waste effectively and foster a circular economy, aligning with ongoing global environmental initiatives.
And in 2018, it was estimated that there's about 7 million tons of plastic waste that is discharged. So this actually adds up to a significant amount. And most of the economic implications are seen in various sectors like fisheries, tourism, and for example, or on the value of housing at the coastline, etc. We can also see the direct impacts on the livelihoods. For example, from one of our projects in Liberia, we know that artisanal fishers would go out in some locations for fishing, and they would just come with a few fish, but full of nets with plastic waste. So we also have not only the economic and numbers evidence, but also anecdotal evidence in terms of how plastics pollution is impacting the economy and the livelihoods. So what is important is to make sure to prioritize. So this is one reason why we would need an action plan. And it also is to engage every policymaker at the right level and to agree on what are the aspects that can be prioritized to make sure that the pollution is tackled from front.
The objective of this project is to support ECOWAS and WEMU in the preparation of a regional action plan on plastics management and circular economy. The action plan will be used by countries, regional institutions, and development partners such as the World Bank to address the enormous challenge of plastic population in the region. The objective will be achieved via technical assistance and a series of workshops which was held today at the Alisa Hotel here in Accra with relevant stakeholders. Building on the momentum from the first consultation workshop, the second consultation workshop focuses on refining and providing critical input to development of the background document and the prototype of the draft regional action plan.
Actually, we are here to put together our reflection in order to develop a regional action plan. As you know, plastic pollution is a big concern for all the ECOWAS member states. Each of the country has taken some action, but we noted that the action were not able to achieve the expected result. In this regard, we need to put our hand together to see how we can address the issue. It's why we are developing this regional action plan.
And away from that, let's now shift our attention to the NDC, because as part of the nationwide protest by the National Democratic Congress NDC against the Electoral Commission over the alleged voter register discrepancies discovered in the just-ended exhibitions, the protest was to draw the attention of the Electoral Commission to the problems and find lasting solutions before the upcoming polls in December.
The protest by the opposition National Democratic Congress (NDC) attracted several supporters and sympathizers from the various constituencies to the principal street of the Eastern Regional Capital in Koforidua to register their displeasure about what they describe as widespread discrepancies in the current voter register. Presenting a petition to the Eastern Regional Office of the Electoral Commission, the regional executives of the NDC, led by their chairman Mark Oliver Kevo, and the national youth organizer, charged the EC to do the needful by ensuring that there is a credible voters register for the upcoming general elections, so that will be during and after the elections.
We are engineer, we are medical doctor,
Some of the MPs also spoke with TV Africa News.
Posting one particular voter to that particular polling station. We are still auditing the register in our constituency. And so far, that is what we have uncovered. We don't hope to see any more infractions, but we are calling on the EC that we want a total audit of all the register, the total register of the EC. That is what will give us comfort. And what we have done here today, if the EC thinks that it is going to be a 9-day wonder, then they are mistaken. Because we as NDC have realized that our continuous existence as a party depends on getting a credible register for this election.
We have presented our petition to the EC in a very civilized manner. We are a law-abiding political party. We will do nothing until it. But when the need arises, we will rise up as a youth of this country.
Meanwhile, still to come in tonight's bulletin, thousands of supporters of the NDC in the central region also joined their colleagues in all the 16 regions of the country to register their displeasure about what they alleged as inconsistencies in the data they have when compared to the Electoral Commission's own. We'll be back with details of that story. To stay.
For high sense so, never wa hoto enye peyo emra ye woman. High sense AC, and I enya abotraye. Said the bear ebetumi Ghana show no. High sense de woto a, ye the free factory, near the besufi is in sometime. Ye da sukra emre ni mu. Eche, efo, eye papa, then change nam kania. Ade baako a, ewa high sense AC ho a, emma mani je wo pa no. Eye gold face, and the copper pipes na ye de aye no. Ena menunti no ema esi no enwe na ache said the word ani tie bia gidiba ejina ne na aso 4-in-1 filter na ewo munti no oh me from a crojin a 23rd September a copy 28 6 days per Madam High Sense air conditioner but it is to say who High Sense air conditioner your split and your floor standing ni mienu nyina ubetumi ato ne standard another investor wom kaho nako High Sense showroom bia nako jodie High Sense everyday prices for everyday people.
Yes, Albo! Yes, Alante! Zin! Or your Kings Drive Ghana Limited. And your preferee. And your taxi driver, another total driver. And put a one custom Kawakala. Now your car owner. On the more day you're there. As the wood driver's license. Never your two guarantors. After not deposit 10%. Nine are your car owner. You're more free comprehensive insurance. Open the payment to sir. Or you're flexible. About Tobas in the Chanaka Kranka. Trotron taxi driver's way. Even car no pay. Yawa Honda. Toyota. Dao. Nissan. Sprinter. Kia. Shade. For one trade, your head office, our old timers, off Castle Bajasi Road, Conferida branch, Zoom Highway, Didiasi, traffic light, Asamankasa branch, Oil filling station, Isawan branch, National Cal Health Service, Adraju, Kumasi branch, Adjoso, Amasaman branch, Satellite Junction, Somenya branch, opposite main lorry station, and now Fred, Kaswa, head office, 0245 637786 and 0574 252104. Kings Drive Ghana Limited, hard work, rewards.
Adan bebre ananansen asia propro ebi asia bobom pumpunya nebi nso ase aya puto bibre adani tipaye kase e dia mafie wurafo pa ana meboa anio eyefie wurafo tipaye pa sa problem ni solution wo ho ana anio solution no ye Aeroflex solution eye number 1 dam proofing solution a solve sa problem yi se dana se bobom pumpunya e propre na puto bibre ba se sa yesu si dan no wonsuom ana se enchine wa asase enti na ama na basa abusia o solution eye Aeroflex solution sa wo de foul down ase a eyi sa hawo yi nyina efiri hodomo afei wa cracks ewo with them anase o roof ene o ceiling leak ye no wo solution eye Aeroflex solution na de wo mu ni se Ghana Standard Authority age Aeroflex solution atum sa wo pene dudu atu a contact Aeroflex solution wo mo pick farm oben Westland Hotel no free Kai say Aeroflex no ERUFLEX Aeroflex solution simply the best.
Many thanks for staying tuned. Remember, tonight's bulletin is streaming live on Facebook at TV Africa Ghana. Let's now take you to the central region, where thousands of supporters of the NDC in the region joined their colleagues in other 16 regions of the country to register their displeasure about what they alleged as inconsistency in the data they have when compared to the Electoral Commission's own.
Demonstrators were dressed in red apparel to signify how serious they were with the day's activities. As part of the event, they paraded through all principal streets of the Cape Coast Township. The Central Regional Chairman of the party, Richard Esiedu, addressed the multitude supporters of the party at the end of the peaceful demonstration.
Ejumayeda anase eda yekọ ejuma na mejuma ye na to ho na motume be NDC echi yetu ntofikoko ede a kire electoral commission say ade a wo ye no yempe enti wonjai na nyamencha de yesterday working and our demonstration here to be free anybody na oyene bia anto bia nti de amease se wa boy home by every some pepper so yi na to no say me any party before ye na ya bonan ye gosia electoral commission officers our central region no yaka ye masem atreo Bako efi enkran ana bako so yɛn regimu ha nneɛma electoral commission for ɛyɛ no yɛde ka ho enti yɛ address wɔn akyerɛkyerɛ wɔn sɛ yɛn deɛ yɛn ni hweka yɛn deɛ ni sɛ voters register transfer and illegal transfers and missing names yeyi nkofo eko to baby or baby a wonim ho. That's right. And foreigners wako yen BVR no machine yira no.
Let's not stay a bit longer on the NDC protest today because we have our Ashanti regional correspondent Louis Sapon on the line. Louis Sapon, if you could hear me, hello, good evening and welcome to News, sir.
Thank you, madam. Good evening.
Tell us what transpired from the onset of the demonstration till now.
Okay, thank you. Early 10 a.m. this morning, demonstration by NDC came on in Ashanti region here, where various party members from different constituencies participated alongside with the regional chairman of the who led the marches with other regional executives to submit their petition to the EC.
Okay.
With the aim of calling for forensic audit in the voters register to make sure there is a free and fair election in the upcoming 7th December. It was a peaceful walk in the morning until at the doorstep of EC, things started heated up, which was the differences between the police and some angry supporters. That led the rubber gunshots from the side of the police, and tear gas, just as warning shots to calm things down, which resulted for 2 injured protesters who rashly took to the hospital for treatment. And from what we have gathered in this evening, their condition is very fine now. Also, allegations rose at EC premises whereby some of the protesters wanted to follow the chairman of NDC to the EC office, but they were disallowed by policemen, and they began to crack their door glasses, trying to move in, but the security service fought hard to allow the appointed executive submit their petition. The EC regional director, Osei Insia, accepted their request and assured them in the 24 hours it will be submitted to National Office of EC in Accra. After their meeting, they passed way, and all these protesters went back to school. Regional organizer Joseph Lamin disclosed to the media that the EC gave them to return to them. So that's all that I recorded for now. So they are for the next 1 week. They are waiting for the EC for the feedback, madam. Yeah.
So were they able to submit their petition to the Electoral Commission?
Yes, please. The application was wrongfully submitted to the EC. And as I said, a promise has been given that in the next 1 week, there will be feedback for the the NDC party, as they have been demonstrated to bring their petition today. So they have assured them that they are in the next 24 hours they are submitting it to Accra, so that in the next 1 week they will give them the feedback. Yeah.
Have you been able to gather any information with regards to those who have been injured as a result of the tear gas that was fired at them till now?
Yeah. In this evening, we were able to approach some of their executive leaders in their various constituencies, and we were told that by the grace of God, I think it wasn't that crucial. I think they are very fine now. So they have been released, and as I'm talking to you, they are not at the hospital right now. So I think it wasn't that serious. I think right now they are very good. They are in good shape. They are in good health, and they are going to their various homes. Yeah.
Grateful for that report over there, but in due time we'll get to you with regards to those who have been injured. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.
And away from the National Democratic Congress, the incumbent member of Parliament for the Fija Kwabra North constituency and Deputy Minister for Energy, Collins Aduma Mensah, has revealed that the New Patriotic Party targets to secure 80% of votes in the total vote cast in the upcoming December elections. The incumbent member of Parliament for the Fija Kwabra North constituency and Deputy Minister for Energy, Collins Aduma Mensah, has revealed that the NPP aims to secure 80% votes of the total votes cast in the upcoming December elections. According to him, the massive developmental project by the NPP in the constituency, coupled with proper structures and policies laid by the flag bearer, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, gives them the edge of victory. He said, within the period of his reign, there are so many infrastructure projects the NPP government has done for the constituency. He listed the achievements from health, security, roads, schools, and jobs, among others. He said this in an interview with the media after he successfully filed his nomination form at the district EC office. Describing the process as a smooth one, he commended the Electoral Commission for always exhibiting professionalism. The Deputy Minister, who was accompanied by numerous party supporters to the Electoral Commission office amid crowding and cheering, thanked the party chairman, executives, delegates, and the electorate for their continuous support. He also thanked the President for elevating him to the Deputy Ministerial position, adding that the President has always been good to the people of Ifija Kwabra. He also acknowledged Dr. Matthew Poku-Prempeh, Albert Kandapa for their mentorship given him so far. The incumbent member of Parliament is also confident of the party's breaking the age agenda, revealing for the accountable number of projects in addition to the excellent policies laid in the party's manifesto will surely speak for the party's victory.
The general public, and it's all members of Parliament are directly fortunately, your course will be very, very smooth. EC officials who are very professional. We take your time through the forms, and so far.
Away from the New Patriotic Party, let's take you back again to the NDC, but this time we speak to our Eastern Regional Correspondent, Martin Henyo. Martin, if you could hear me, good evening and welcome to News, sir.
Good evening, I can hear you clearly.
Give us an update on what transpired in today's demonstration in the Eastern region.
Okay, thank you very much. Today, as NDC protect all the nationwide protests, Eastern region also did same.
Okay. And
as part of their demonstration, they are talking about a lot of things that have been happening in the Eastern region, specifically some constituencies who have a lot of problem in their register, voter register. So today, they protest against this. They go around all the streets of the Florida municipality and present their petition to the EC. As part of it, we have over 500 policemen who were taking all over the place in the region, and then nothing happened after the protection, and then after they presented their petition to the EC, the regional chairman also saying that no one is afraid of any coup or anything. They are ready for everything to protect their democracy. So a lot of people come around from all the constituencies gather in Koforidua to protect. Over thousands of people gather here to protect against the EC.
Would you describe the Eastern Regional protest as a peaceful one?
Yeah, I can confidently say that it was a peaceful one. Nothing such happened. Police are all over the place. I commend the regional police commander. They did well, and his men, they did well. Nobody hurt, nobody do anything. So I would say in confidence that the protest was a peaceful one, and nothing happened. After we closed, we went back to EC. Then we checked everybody. It's okay. Nobody hurt. So I would say everything goes smoothly. Nothing has happened. So today the demonstration was peaceful.
All right. Grateful for your time, Martin.
Thank you.
Now, we're from the NDC, still coming tonight's bulletin. The Aduto Health Center in the South Tongue District of the Volta region has launched its 45th anniversary event. The occasion was used to call on stakeholders, corporate Ghana, NGOs, as well as individuals and institutions to help expand the facility. But before that, we take a short breather. Back with details of that story. To stay.
Hisense so never wa hoto enwie peyo emra ye wo mu Hisense AC na yenya abotraye said de be ya ebetumi Ghana show no Hisense de woto a ye di free factory ne de be so fie sometime ye da so kra ya mamre ni mu eche efo eye papa entwe nyinam kanea ade baako a ewa Hisense AC ho a ema mani je wo pa no eye gold face ene copper pipes na ye de aye no ena menu nti no ema AC no anwe na ache said de woda ne tie bia gidiba ejina ne na so 4-in-1 filter na ewo mu nti no oh me from akroji e 23rd September akopin 28 6 days per Madam Hisense air condition no but it is to say who Hisense air condition your split and your floor standing ni mienu nyina ubetumi ato ne standard and the inverter wom ka ho na ko Hisense showroom bia na ko jewodie Hisense everyday prices for everyday people.
It is often said that the human eye is the window to the soul. Also, did you know that 80% of our memories are determined by what we see? Therefore, let us help you leave a lasting and soulful impression. At Souvenirs and More, we are your all-in-one destination for imported and locally branded items of the highest and unmatched quality. For your silicone wristbands, air fresheners, lapel pins, pens, diaries, name tags, plugs, power banks, exercise books, key holders, paper bags, banners, stands, business cards, and many more. We provide you with nothing less than impeccable services that will keep you more than satisfied at unbeatable prices and with flexible payment plans. Locate us at La Paz Station, Obutu Street in Accra, New Town. Please do call and WhatsApp us on 057 532 9333 and 023 332 9333. 833 for prompt response or log on to www.souvenirsandmore.com.
Many thanks for staying tuned. Let's stay a bit longer on the National Democratic Congress, but this time we take you to the Volta region, where our Volta regional correspondent Benjamin McCarthy Atipo is on the line. Good evening, Benjamin.
Good evening, Salome. How are you?
Great, I'm fine. Now tell us what happened during the NDC protest in the Volta region.
Yeah, Salome, thank you very much. I must say that the protest was generally a peaceful one.
Okay.
The supporters and demonstrators came from across the 18 constituencies of the region. They were there with their leadership, the constituency leadership, the MPs and the parliamentary candidates were all present in Ho today. And those of them who came from the Aflao and Sokakwe direction had to converge somewhere around the Akwa runabout, and those who came from Bando, South Dai, and the rest converged at the Civic Center area, where those from Aflao and Sokakwe area joined them before they started the journey through the Ho Market area, through Olafina High School, Civic Center, Akwa runabout, and finally converged at the EC headquarters, where the petition was presented to the EC boss in the region. I must say that, Salome, there was heavy police presence today, and they were overwhelmed by the numbers that poured out today to demonstrate against the EC. Okay. And it was difficult to control the crowd, but then it was a peaceful one. But Salome, one takeaway I must share with our viewers and listeners is that when we got to the EC office, the whole place was barricaded, and before we could be allowed access into the yard where we were supposed to cover the presentation of petition to the EC, the police denied, the media, even though some of us were branded with our logos, in T-shirts, with ID cards, but they wouldn't allow the media to go in. So we had to force ourselves to go into the yard to get that coverage of the presentation done. In fact, some of the party leadership and some parliamentary candidates had to identify some media personnel before the police would allow them entry into the EC yard. And so it's been thousands of people who poured out today, but generally it's in a peaceful one. But the general message, Salome, is that they want the register to be audited. That was a message from the regional chairman of the EC, regional chairman of the party, Mauto Agbabito. And then the MPs and the PCs that we spoke to, they were all echoing one statement that they want the register to be audited. No more, no less. Salome.
Grateful for your time, Atipo. So that was our Volta regional correspondent Benjamin McCarthy Atipo with that report over there. Let's still in the Volta region, where the Aduto Health Center in the South Tong district of the region has launched its 45th anniversary event. The occasion was used to call on stakeholders, corporate Ghana, NGOs, and individuals and institutions not only to help expand the current outpatient department of the health center, but also give a complete facelift to the deployable structure of the facility.
The Aduto Health Center was established in 1979. It provides outpatient department OPD, maternal and child health, antenatal care, as well as community outreach and other health-related services to more than 6,000 residents in over 25 communities in 12 electoral areas, including Aduto. The anniversary is being marked under the theme, Transforming Lives Through Health, the Role of Aduto Health Center. The event is aimed, among other things, at raising a total of 500,000 Ghana cedis towards the expansion of the OPD. Part of the funds will also help provide other critical facilities and equipment as part of efforts to upgrade the facility to the status of a polyclinic. As part of the anniversary launch, pupils of the RC and EP basic schools in the town were not left out. They undertook a 1-hour float through the main Aduto township to the health facility before finally converging at the EP Church Chapel for the official launch. The school children carried placards, some of which read, Aduto Health Center is 45, our health, our life, and avoid drug abuse. The health center faces serious infrastructural challenges as all its structures have not seen any major renovation over the years. Apart from the leaking roofs, weak and falling ceilings, as well as serious structural defects on the main buildings, access road to the health center from the main road is nothing to write home about. The South Tong District Health Promotion Officer, Melody Enambedi, launched the event after the float on behalf of the District Director of Health Services, Mavis Agume.
Healthcare service accessibility and availability have been the key when it comes to South Tong. The facility is 45 years old, established in 1979. On this note, I launched the anniversary in the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
The Assembly member for the Aduto electoral area, Promise Koku Agbanyo, stressed the need for all stakeholders, corporate Ghana, NGOs, as well as
away from the Volta region back to the capital, where a German community in the Gangwest municipality in the Greater Accra region has installed its first ever Zongo chief. The newly installed German Zongo chief, Siriki Nadine Bremu, says he would prioritize development among the youth in his community.
Saturday, September 14, 2024. And according to the newly installed chief, developing the youth would improve life in the Zongo community. He also stressed the need for Zongo in every community should have a leader who can be their voice and speak for the community as a whole. He therefore reiterated that priority is the youth and they can take the development of this country far, and says without development, the country cannot go far.
Ati ma hene amame nataban kakra sebemboa no yembo zungu no ho eban na de meka ne se election mre enaso no but yen emembu no yen nyina ye ememu yen hwe ye hu yie ye basabasa wetimi wakame yen emfrim ma obimbe ma 50 Ghana se kona kokon na de chia oyere no mba ana unwanom ebeye den wo fie mesrew politics ewo ho every day politics ewo ho every 4 years ye beto aba every year asem ewum nsohwe ewum timebo obia cho se eye election year yi yembo ye hu ban ma obia embedada ye ma obi embeka asema ebema yakopura yemia misremu baako ye ene odo ene nam baako ye ene inkabum ena eye adwuma.
He indicated his plans and will sit down with the youth and give them directions to help in any way they need. He therefore urged the youth to shun political parties, violence before, during and after the general elections.
No, emsemetna ha no mehu niama kakra bi a eko entino mesono eniso ade bia ewo meniso no meboa mahemfo ene mehine na yetumi aye mehu se youth no ene edoso wa ha entino be focus more on the youth na ya hwe se edie ni betumi aye ama youth no edie abrabo ene nyina ye beye ye nyina no youth no ye obi wo ye fie entino se uti empatem na youth no hwe enkoso a menka se mada entino me enfa me ho but adechi a ebefa ho sa adechi na mentime mi gate na youth gina ho a mefa he timebe obia se oma yenka youth no ho yensiesie oman no na yenhwe se edei na da ho a yenyina ye be a ebebo membu na omo ekru ni wono medom nyina se omo yenka mbom ne ye edwuma kese baako ewo agema medom ase.
Let's now cash out on some business news. business news tonight, renowned entrepreneur and business leader King Wellington has called on the government and financial institutions to prioritize support for startups and small businesses in Ghana. Speaking at the 2024 Africa Street MBA Pitching and Demonstration Day, he emphasized the vital role these enterprises play in driving the country's economic growth. Renowned entrepreneur and business leader King Wellington has called on the government and financial institutions to prioritize support for startups and small businesses in Ghana. Startups and small businesses are the engines of a country's economy. They create jobs, stimulate innovation, and contribute significantly to the country's GDP. It's imperative that they provide them with the necessary resources and support to thrive. Founder of Done By Us and Executive Director of Africa Street MBA, King Wellington has first-hand experience empowering young entrepreneurs. The Africa Street MBA program has mentored numerous startups, providing valuable training and funding opportunities.
Ideally, no share youth no more informal sector now. Bebre na opportunities in here. Now, because of high unemployment rate, we go say for started business and China business now they perform. Of course, research say high unemployment, lack of business knowledge, a factor. But Jane said the number one factor for startup failure rate, finances, right? It's after Street MBA, it targeted the lack of business knowledge factor of the startup failures in Ghana. Into the NSA with the project, you put into the underserved community. You can't underserved community, and the main passion is communities are any regional capital, communities are any national capital, but communities are Ubia again the enforce. For instance, you travel water lake. Eco Island, so eco training. Between so training in entrepreneurship in business, our local languages.
The Pitching and Demonstration Day showcased innovative business ideas from talented young entrepreneurs, highlighting the potential for scalable and sustainable growth. Wellington's call to action aims to increase access to funding and affordable credit for startups, enhance business-friendly policies and regulatory frameworks, and foster partnerships between government, financial institutions, and private sector holders. The founders' appeal resonated with attendees, including government representatives, investors, and industry experts.
So my team and I developed the device to actually help farmers to increase their productivity, and that's going along with to increase the production of food. Because as you know, right now, let me say we have there's shortage of food going on. But I think we implementing our device, it will actually help go a long way to improve the productivity and availability of food.
How to satisfy clients' needs, and then how to balance my sales strategy and pricing strategy. It also helped me to help clients to understand whatever they are going in for. Like I said earlier, I was telling one of the people that when it comes to POP, we have the simple classic design and then the fancy classic design.
And that's all for the business news tonight. Nana Kosia Sieduwa is standing by with the latest in entertainment.
It's now time to delve in and around the world of entertainment. My name is Nana Akosia Estedua. Now let's do some stories. Rocky Dawuni, a 3-time Grammy nominee, stresses music power in promoting global peace, unity and diplomacy, citing its ability to bridge cultural divides. He receives an honor for public diplomacy at the Diplomatic Honors, highlighting music roles in fostering international understanding.
Edition was on the theme, leveraging diplomacy for industrialization, sustainable development, peace and security. The award, a collaboration between the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration and the Diplomatic Affairs and Media Communications Limited, brought together diplomats, international civil servants, senior government officials, business community members, policy makers, traditional and religious leaders among others. Dawuni, who has served both in the cultural sphere and within the United Nations, highlighted the importance of conveying national aspirations, values and visions to partner countries, which create an atmosphere of harmony and bilateral cooperation. The 3-time Grammy nominee, however, says there was a disconnect that often existed between diplomatic world and the general public. He asserted that the arts, particularly music, held the power to close the gap, with the media playing a pivotal role. Dawuni noted that events like diplomatic honors could leverage the influence of music and culture to forge strong bond between nations.
Still on Rocky Dawuni, the renowned reggae icon and UN ambassador calls on Ghanaians to join fight against devastating efforts of illegal mining.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I dedicate this song to you, my beautiful people. My beautiful people, come and sing along, yeah.
The maiden edition was on the theme, leveraging diplomacy for industrialization, sustainable development, peace and security. The award, a collaboration between the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration and the Diplomatic Affairs and Media Communications Limited, brought together diplomats, international civil servants, senior government officials, business community members, policy makers, traditional and religious leaders among others. Rocky Dawuni, who has served both in the cultural sphere and within the United Nations, highlighted the importance of conveying national aspirations, values and visions to partner countries, which create an atmosphere of harmony and bilateral cooperation. The 3-time Grammy nominee, however, says there was a disconnect that often existed between diplomatic world and the general public. He asserted that the arts, particularly music, held the power to close the gap, with the media playing a pivotal role. Dawuni noted that events like diplomatic honors could leverage the influence of music and culture to forge strong bond between nations.
Oh, but there are things in life we cannot hide, and there are things in life that can be undone. Yet I did it for you. Whoa, here I come, a song for you, oh beautiful people.
And that's how we draw curtains on entertainment tonight. I am Nana Akosia Estedua. Up next is sports after this breather. Do stay.
Ready for something refreshing and great tasting for your kids' enjoyment?
Angel Cola.
For your graduation enjoyment,
Angel Cola.
Beach hangout,
Angel Cola.
For all your refreshing moments,
Angel Cola.
For your parties, get-togethers, events, and celebrations, enjoy a chilled bottle of Angel Cola. Radio Grandma, today is your day. Over to you.
Thank you. Enjoyment Cola.
Angel Cola.
The Enjoyment Cola. Enjoy all your moments and fun time with Angel Cola. This advert is FDA approved.
Yes, yes, Zizi. Or your Kings Drive Ghana Limited. And your Fefrawi. And your taxi driver, another trotto driver. And put a one custom Sakawakala. Now your car owner. On the more day yana there. As the wood driver's license. Never your two guarantors. After not deposit 10%. Nine, I your car owner. You're more free comprehensive insurance. Open the payment to sir. Or you're flexible. About Tobas in the Chenica Cranka. Trotto taxi driver's way. Even car no pay. Yawa Honda. Toyota. Dao. Nissan. Sprinter. Kia. Shade. Kabia, you for one trip. Your head office, our old timers, off Castle Bojasi Road, Koforidia branch, Zoom Highway, Didiasi, traffic light, Asamankasa branch, Union Oil filling station, Isawan branch, National Cal Health Service, Adwaju, Kumasi branch, Adjoso, Amasaman branch, Satellite Junction, Somenya branch, opposite main lorry station, Anafre, Kaswa, head office, 0245 637786 and 0574 252104. Kings Drive Ghana Limited, hard work, rewards.
Time now for Sports on News. My name is Enoch Inesaki. We are streaming live for you on Facebook at TV Africa Ghana. Now to our very first story. The Accra North District Society of the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana recently organized a fanfare aimed at promoting professional development, networking, and community building among its members. The event, which took place in Accra, attracted chartered accountants residing in areas such as Accra Central, Dome, La Paz, as well as their families.
This fourth event is that because Arnold is celebrating 7 years, we'll be giving awards to outstanding performance today.
The fanfare event featured a variety of activities, including aerobics, ludo, lime and spoon race, football, and even dancing competition. The diverse lineup ensured that there was something for everyone to enjoy, as members and their family actively participated in the day's event. The chairman of the Accra North District Society of the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana, Henry Ado Opoku, spoke to TV Africa News.
This activity, which is an outdoor one, to bring together family members and friends of the members who are chartered accountants of the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana. And this year's activity is very, very important because we are celebrating the 7th anniversary of the Accra North District Society of the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana, that is ANOTS. And so we thought it wise to bring together friends and family as well as people living in and around Tesano and La Paz, our catchment area, to join us to celebrate our anniversary and develop ourselves professionally as well as network.
The event also highlighted the importance of community building and wellness among the members, who regularly organize both indoor and outdoor activities throughout the year.
Well, this is another program that we've been organizing, and with this, I would say that there have been proper networking. We've been able to catch up with old friends. We've had so much fun, and we've been able to distress, because we know with the accounting profession, it's a sedentary work. Sitting down at times is very, very difficult. So occasionally we need to come together to bend some of the facts and also to distress and ensure that there will be team bonding among the chartered accountants.
Yes, I think it's been a while I participated in activities like this, and it's very important to me and being very helpful, because aside helping my organization strategically as an accountant. This gives me another opportunity to exercise my body. As we all know, the healthy.
So moving on, the Italian Hotels team has emerged victorious in the 2024 Megmete Community Football League, a competition aimed at nurturing young football talent in the Abrekuma Central area. Organized by a 5-member committee, the league featured 11 teams battling for the trophy, medals, and cash prizes.
With 38 points, the chairman of the Megmete Community Football League, in an interview with TV Africa Sports, expressed his excitement over the success of the league, emphasizing the importance in developing local talent.
We 5-member committee plan of organizing this Megmete Community League is because we grew here and we've seen a lot of talent go waste. So we decided to gather all the boys so that we organize this community league so that those who have the talent can showcase their talents. Our aim is to push the boys to the local league, foreign league, even to the national team. That is our main aim. We've been here for a very long time. The community have a lot of young talents, of which if we organize this community league, it's going to help them achieve whatever talent God has given them.
In addition, the Member of Parliament for Abrekuma Central, Abdul Latif Dan, addressed the youth at the closing ceremony, commending their efforts and commitment throughout the league. He also announced that 26 standout players from the tournament have been selected to form the Abrekuma Central Academy.
Assuring you that the league has come to stay. Will not do anything that will jeopardize the progress of the league. As youth, I am proud of you. We've been able to fish out about 26 players. We are using these 26 players to form Abrekuma Central Academy. Many of you today are seeing me as what? A politician. But I had engaged in football, professional football, for 16 years. I have passion for football. I have love for football. And I will encourage the youth to do more. There are 3 components that makes a footballer a good footballer. 1, take your training very serious. 2, be dedicated and proud of the job in which you found yourself. And 3, be very disciplined. With these 3 components, if you are attached to your skills, you go far with football.
The Megmete Community Football League is part of a...
So that's all for sports this evening on News Hour. My name is Enoch Inesaki. International news up next.
An apparent assassination attempt against former U.S. President Donald Trump. Suspect has been charged by a federal court with gun crimes. Federal prosecutors have filed 2 charges against the suspect for owning a firearm with obliterated serial number and for having a firearm in his possession as a convicted felon. According to local officials, the suspect was found hiding with a rifle a day earlier at Trump's Florida golf course before he was arrested. Information has been emerging about the suspect's background. Originally from North Carolina, he appears to be passionate about Ukraine's war effort. Last year, he told the New York Times that he was aiming to recruit Afghan soldiers who have fled the Taliban. Now, away from U.S., let's now take you to Mali, where a military camp in Mali's capital was attacked early on Tuesday. Deputy Director of the Army's Communication Service says it received reports of an attack on the gunmen training school in Bamako, but had no further information.
in Mali's capital was attacked early Tuesday, the army has said. Colonel Marima Sagara, Deputy Director of the Army's Communications Service, said it received report of an attack on the Gendarmerie Training School in Bamako, but had no further information. An Associated Press reporter heard 2 explosions and saw smoke rise in the distance. The training school is located on the outskirts of the city. It was unclear who the attackers were, how many they were, and whether the situation was under control. Mali, along with its neighbors Burkina Faso and Niger, has for over a decade battled an insurgency fought by armed groups, including some allied with Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State group. Following the military coups in all 3 nations in recent years, the running juntas have expelled French forces and turned to Russian mercenary units for security assistance instead. Attacks in central and northern Mali are increasing. In July, approximately 50 Russian mercenaries in a convoy were killed in an Al-Qaeda ambush. The mercenaries had been fighting mostly Tuareg rebels alongside Mali's army when their convoy was forced to retreat into jihadi territory and ambushed south of the commune of Tinzouaten.
And that's how I wrap up tonight's bulletin. Many thanks for joining us this evening. My name is Akledusu, and we enjoy the rest of our programs.
Yeah.